So, you think you should stay single forever? Ha, loser. Just kidding. I am also single because of
lack of capital to start a relationship, high cost of living, unhealthy competition from my fellow boy childs, poor infrastructure, pests and diseases.
In this video, we're gonna break down why staying single might not be the best idea. The Instagram wisdom gurus love to preach about how staying single is great for self-improvement, working on yourself, and all that other bullshit. Well, guess what? You can work on yourself even in a fucking relationship, and the only thing you can't work on alone are the things you need another person for. So, here are a couple of reasons why you need to get some bitches. Number 1. Loneliness can accelerate cognitive decline. This random fucking study I found online, which I haven't read because I am busy and I don't have time to read every study I come across, clearly shows that both social isolation and loneliness were associated with poor cognition and aging, with depression as a possible mediator between loneliness and poor cognition. Now, if you have even a little bit of brain in your head, you'd realize that you don't need a study to tell you this. We are social creatures, and if you are alone, you will age faster, and if you age faster, your already declining brain will decline even faster. Number 2, doing lovey-dovey stuff makes your telomeres longer. This study examined women who did lovey-dovey stuff, and guess what? The researchers found that those who had more sex had longer telomeres. Telomeres are the little caps at the end of your chromosomes that keep your DNA from unraveling. And well, more sex equals to longer telomeres. Number 3, if you have a partner, you are less likely to die from heart disease. This study, which I've actually read, found that single living and or being unmarried increases the risks of having a heart attack and worsens its prognosis for both men and women regardless of age. Most of the excess mortality appears before hospital admissions and seems unrelated to differences in treatment for acute coronary syndrome. Number 4, relationships literally keep you from becoming a miserable, depressed sack of shit. You ever notice how single people who claim to be happier alone are also the ones crying themselves to sleep? Yes, me too. Turns out being in a relationship reduces stress and depression. Studies show that people in committed relationships have lower cortisol levels, meaning less stress, fewer mental breakdowns, and a higher chance of not completely losing your mind when life throws hands. Number 5, being single makes you weaker, literally. So listen up, gym buddies. You might think you're out here grinding alone, but married men actually have a higher testosterone level than single men. Why? Well, because they're having more sex, and more sex with a wife, hopefully, will raise your testosterone after the coital process. So, when you have a partner, also your body stays in fight mode. You gotta keep up, provide, and let's be real, not get left for someone hotter. So, if you want to be a testosterone-fueled beast instead of a soft-ass gremlin, maybe reconsider that whole lone wolf lifestyle. Alright, now let's talk about why dating is an absolute disaster right now. First off, standards are through the fucking roof. You've got average dudes out here trying to pull Instagram models, and Instagram models expecting every dude to be a millionaire with a six-pack and a yacht. It's straight up delusional. And let's be real, dating apps are a fucking scam. The top 10% of guys get 90% of the matches, while the rest are just swiping into the void like some hopeless NPCs. You ever match with someone, start the conversation, and then boom, they disappear like a side character in a budget anime. Yeah, that's ghosting, and it's just part of the game now. And social skills? Well, dead. People barely know how to hold a conversation anymore. The moment you try to flirt, people look at you like you just committed a crime. And don't even get me started on commitment issues. Everybody wants a situationship where they can act like they are dating without actually dating.
years on that.
Jokes aside, loneliness is no fucking joke. Studies have shown that being lonely is as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, you might as well be out here chain smoking if you're spending every weekend alone in your room watching anime, porn, and scrolling TikTok. It wrecks your health, shortens your lifespan, and makes you more likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. And here is the worst part. Loneliness is self-sustaining. The longer you stay isolated, the harder it becomes to get back into the game. It's like quicksand, except instead of pulling you into the ground, it just turns you into a socially awkward weeb. So, what did we learn today? Staying single forever might not be the best power move you think it is. Yes, modern dating is a shit show, but being alone is literally killing you. Relationships help you live longer, keep your brain from rotting, boost your testosterone, and might even stop your heart from exploding. So, stop listening to those grind set influencers telling you to stay single forever and actually put yourself out there. Worst case scenario, you get rejected and go back to eating instant noodles alone. Best case, you find someone who actually makes life worth living. So, hit that like button, subscribe for more please because I am poor as fuck, and drop a comment about your worst dating experience from Tinder.